For the budding photographer with an older DSLR, the world of image creation is at your fingertips. Your camera, a marvel of mechanical and digital engineering, is a powerful tool waiting to be understood and mastered. While newer models have impressive features, the fundamentals of photography remain the same, and your camera is more than capable of producing stunning, professional quality images. This article will guide you through the essential features of your DSLR, explaining what they are, how they work, and what to practice to build your skills. Understanding your DSLR, the exposure triangle. At the heart of every photograph is light. The amount of light that hits your camera's sensor determines the brightness of your image. This is controlled by what's known as the exposure triangle, a holy trinity of settings: aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. 1. Aperture. Aperture is the opening in your lens that lets light pass through to the sensor. Think of it like the pupil of your eye. It can open wide or contract to a tiny pinhole. Aperture is measured in f-stops. A small f number, like f2.8, means a large opening, and a large f number, like f22, means a small opening. Benefit: aperture doesn't just control brightness, it also controls depth of field, which is the amount of your image that is in sharp focus. A large aperture, small f number, creates a shallow depth of field. This is great for portraits, where you want your subject to be sharp and the background to be beautifully blurred. A small aperture, large f number, creates a deep depth of field. This is ideal for landscapes, where you want everything from the foreground to the horizon to be in sharp focus. Practice. Put your camera in aperture priority, AV or A mode. This allows you to set the aperture while the camera automatically selects the correct shutter speed. Practice shooting the same subject at different f-stops to see the effect on depth of field. Try a portrait at f2.8 and a landscape at f11 to see the difference. 2. Shutter speed. Shutter speed is the length of time your camera's sensor is exposed to light. It's measured in fractions of a second, e.g. 1/1000ths, 1/60ths, or full seconds, e.g. 1s, 30s. Benefit: shutter speed controls how motion is captured in your image. A fast shutter speed, like 1/1000ths, freezes motion. This is perfect for action shots, like a bird in flight or a runner at a track meet. A slow shutter speed, like 1/30s or longer, creates motion blur. This can be used creatively for things like light trails from cars at night or to make a waterfall look like a silky smooth cascade. Practice. Switch to shutter priority, TV or S mode. Choose a subject in motion, like a car or a person walking. Start with a fast shutter speed, e.g. 1/500ths to freeze the action, then try a slow one, e.g. 1/30s. For the slow shutter speed, it's best to use a tripod to keep the rest of your image sharp. 3. ISO. ISO refers to your camera sensor's sensitivity to light. A lower ISO number, like 100 or 200, means less sensitivity, while a higher ISO number, like 1600 or 3200, means more sensitivity. Benefit: ISO is your tool for shooting in different light conditions. A low ISO is best for bright light to get the highest quality, noise-free image. A high ISO is essential for low-light situations, allowing you to get a properly exposed photo without using a flash. The catch: higher ISO settings introduce digital noise or grain into your image, which can reduce its quality. Practice. Always try to keep your ISO as low as possible. In bright daylight, use ISO 100 or 200. If you're shooting indoors or at night, you'll need to increase your ISO, but be mindful of the noise. Try taking the same photo in a dimly lit room at ISO 200, 800, and 3200 to see the effect of noise. Mastering focus and composition. Beyond the exposure triangle, two other elements are crucial to a great photograph: focus and composition. Focusing your camera. Your DSLR has both autofocus AF and manual focus MF modes. On the side of your lens, you'll find a switch to toggle between the two. Autofocus. This is your go-to for most situations. Your camera has multiple autofocus points, often visible as small squares in your viewfinder. You can either let the camera choose the focus point or select a specific one yourself. For subjects that are moving, you can use a continuous autofocus mode, like AI Servo on Canon, or continuous servo on Nikon, to keep tracking them. Manual focus. While less common for beginners, manual focus is useful in challenging conditions, such as very low light, or when you want to achieve a precise focus on a small detail. Practice. In your camera's menu, learn how to select a single autofocus point. This gives you more control than letting the camera choose. Practice the focus and recompose technique. Place your single focus point on your subject. For a person, the eye is always a good choice. Half press the shutter button to lock the focus, then move the camera slightly to recompose your shot before pressing the shutter all the way. The art of composition. Composition is the way you arrange the elements within your frame. It's what separates a simple snapshot from a compelling photograph. Rule of thirds. Imagine a tic-tac-toe board over your image. Place your subject or key elements along the lines or at their intersections. This creates a more dynamic and balanced image than simply centering your subject. Leading lines. Use natural lines in your scene, roads, fences, rivers, to guide the viewer's eye through the image. Symmetry and patterns. Look for repeating shapes or perfect symmetry to create a visually pleasing image. Framing. Use elements in the scene, doorways, tree branches, windows, to create a natural frame around your subject. Making money with your photography. Your older DSLR is a capable tool for starting a photography business. The key is to practice, build a portfolio, and find your niche. Event photography. Offer to shoot small, local events for a fee, like birthday parties, school functions, or community gatherings. This is great practice and a good way to build a client base. Stock photography. Websites like Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, and Alamy allow you to upload your photos and earn a royalty each time they are downloaded. While individual sales may be small, a large, diverse portfolio can generate a steady passive income. Focus on trends and subjects that are in high demand. Practice shooting portraits of friends and family to build a portfolio. You can offer affordable portrait sessions for families, high school seniors, or even pet owners. Local business photography. Many small businesses need high-quality images for their websites and social media. Approach local cafes, shops, or restaurants and offer to take photos of their products, food, or space. Use online platforms like Etsy or Printify to sell your best landscape or artistic shots as prints, posters, or even on mugs and t-shirts. Your old DSLR is not a limitation, it's an invitation to learn the craft of photography. By understanding the core principles of exposure, focus, and composition, you can create powerful and meaningful images. The path from novice to paid photographer is a journey of practice and a willingness to learn. Now go out there and start creating.